Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome. Christopher James from Oryx Consulting. Welcome back to Oryx Talks. Do you do stemming as part of your mining operation or quarry operation? Are you looking for a significant increase in your stemming production to help with your overall mine production? Well, if so, you're going to love this video. Stay tuned.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Oryx Talks. I'm Christopher James from Oryx Consulting. In these talks we like to talk about anything equipment or construction related. So today we want to continue on our Slinger theme, and today we're going to talk about stemming trucks and stemming equipment. So without further ado, Lindsay behind the camera once again, let's get into it.
What is stemming?
Stemming is filling a drill and blast hole once they have the explosive matter in the hole with an overburden rock, and the idea is, or the theory is that it prevents the explosive energy from going straight up and dissipating. It puts the energy back into the ground and will use the energy to blow the rock outwards rather than up and dissipating straight directly up. So stemming is used to make the blast better bang for their buck, for want of a better word, when he's exploding any of the rock associated with his mining or quarry operation.
How is stemming currently carried out?
Numerous different ways. I've seen skid steers used. I've seen stemming buckets or a side discharge or even side tilt bucket used on wheel loaders before, and stemming trucks. All intents and purposes, a stemming truck is a slinger truck. There is one difference between a stemming truck as opposed to a traditional slinger truck, and that is, as the material comes out the back of the body, there is some way of moving this material at 90 degrees onto the placing conveyor, off the placing conveyor and down into the blast hole. The stemming trucks, there's two manufacturers that I know of in Australia. I believe that there are many other manufacturers of this type of equipment, but yeah, a stemming truck, the only difference between that and a slinger is the actual the means of moving the material at 90 degrees at the rear of the truck. And the reason for this is to bring the conveyor back up near where the operator can see the operation, right hand side for Australia and even in Africa they've got some right hand drive there, or left hand side for the US and other parts of the world. Is
there a better way?
There is a better way of doing this. And it's by using a particular product built by CAS, their Magnum Machine in particular. The Magnum Machine is a machine that, or a slinger I should say, that has the capabilities of reloading itself, either from a truck, an articulated dump truck or something like this. Has a conveyor on the front, comes into around a 20 cubic metre hopper, and then off the back of the hopper is a radio control. I'll run two scenarios here. So scenario one is running with a slinger truck or a stemming truck. The stemming truck will travel to a stockpile where the overburden material has been crushed to a sizable matter that can be used. Different mines, different applications here. It will then transport that material back to the drill and blast site, and then it will proceed to empty the stemming into the blast hole, one blast hole at a time, and the stemming truck will operate out one side of the vehicle, obviously because that's where the operator can see. Some of these trucks even have cameras and things like this as well. When he is empty, that operator will then pack the truck back up and travel back to the stockpile, reload and do it all over again. Some operations, some of the large operations use multiple stemming trucks. Scenario 2, with using the Magnum machine, we eliminate the truck starting and stopping. And what I mean by this is the Magnum will stay at the drill and blast site. It will not leave. The second point where we've got some significant production advantages is we can run the Magnum down the center of 2 blast rows. So what we can do, we can use it is a radio controlled machine. I should have added that a little bit earlier. We can then move that placing conveyor from one row to the next row, and we can actually fill 2 rows while the machine is in one position or one line, one operation line. From here, we don't ever leave the drill and blast site. Having the advantage of not leaving the drill and blast site allows us to increase production exponentially with one operator. What you would then do with scenario number 2 is you would run an articulated dump truck like a 25-ton Moxie, something like this, or you could run just a standard 8x4 or a 6x4 or a 6x6, an 8x8 truck to and from your stockpile. This way your Magnum machine, the production not only of being able to do 2 rows in the one position or the one operation line, it then is productive 100% of the time while he's running. Now you can reload these machines while they are operating. Now this again comes back to a mine site and what they will and won't allow you to do. Suffice to say, this operation with its potential for the increase in production, it far outweighs the current operation using a stemming truck by at least a factor of 2. So this is the new way, in our opinion, that you can gain some significant increases in your drill and blast operation, specifically with your stemming operation. The other area where the slingers can add some significant value is in off-contour shots. The little AT7, I say little compared to the Magnum machine, this machine is able to get into a lot of the dangerous positions where they do some off-contour shots. With this machine, it has the ability of self-leveling or manual leveling. The other added advantage is the radio control. You never have to put your operator in harm's way. You don't have to send a loader up onto this hilly terrain and off-contour terrain. It's all operated radio controlled and self-leveling as well. So AT7 for your off-contour shots and your Magnum machine to seriously increase your production with your main drill and blast operations. We're really excited about getting the first Magnum into a mine, because we know what it's capable of, we know where the advantages are. We just need that opportunity to get it in there and prove that this technology works, and also prove that they can significantly lower their costs with this as well. So if you're a mine manager out there, a mine engineer that's looking for that little bit of pointed difference to someone else and how they do their operation, give us a call, get in contact with us, and let us show you how this equipment can seriously add to your fleet, your current fleet of equipment.